Vladimir Putin has given a chilling warning to the West that an attempt to stop or interfere with Russia's invasion of Ukraine would lead to consequences never encountered in your history. The Russian president made an early morning address declaring that a special military operation would be launched in the east of Ukraine in separatist areas. But what immediately followed was a wide-scale assault on the Balkan neighbor with multiple missile attacks on the capital Kyiv as well as other cities across the country. He said in the televised speech at 6 a.m. local time, "Whoever tries to hinder us, and even more so, to create threats to our country, to our people, should know that Russia's response will be immediate. And it will lead you to such consequences that you have never encountered in your history. We are ready for any development of events. All the necessary decisions have been made in this regard. I hope that I will be heard," Putin told the Ukrainian military to lay down its weapons and go home. I urge you to immediately lay down your weapons and go home. All servicemen of the Ukrainian army who fulfill this demand will be able to freely leave the combat zone and return to their families, said Putin. It led to condemnation from leaders around the world. U.S. President Joe Biden has called Russia's decision to commence a military operation in eastern Ukraine an unprovoked and unjustified attack. He said in a statement, "The prayers of the entire world are with the people of Ukraine tonight as they suffer an unprovoked and unjustified attack by Russian military forces. President Putin has chosen a premeditated war that will bring a catastrophic loss of life and human suffering. Russia alone is responsible for the death and destruction this attack will bring, and the United States and its allies and partners will respond in a united and decisive way. The world will hold Russia accountable." The United Nations Security Council convened an emergency meeting as European and U.S. officials rushed to impose more economic sanctions on Russia. The attack comes after Putin moved up to 160,000 troops on the border with Ukraine, but remained adamant he was not planning an invasion. Instead, Russia-backed separatists took control of Donetsk and Luhansk on Tuesday and they were declared independent people's republics. Kremlin troops were then given the green light to move in and act as supposed peacekeepers, Putin said. At the same time, the Russian leader claimed any violence has been provoked by Kyiv. He described the invasion as a special military occupation and said he wants to demilitarize, not occupy, Ukraine. I have decided to conduct a special military operation, said Putin, seated at a desk in the Kremlin next to a battery of telephones, with the Russian flag behind him. Its goal is to protect people who have been subjected to bullying and genocide. For the last 8 years. And for this we will strive for the demilitarization and denazification of Ukraine. And to bring to court those who committed numerous bloody crimes against civilians, including against citizens of the Russian Federation.